for the 2012 Chevy Cruze 1.4 Turbo LT. And as you can notice, the belt tensioner has given out. So I'm going to give you the story on this. Alright, as we all know, on the modern vehicles we were used to just a regular belt tension pulley without a damn spring. Well, I think these springs on the Chevy Cruzes are a really bad design. This is my second replacement. And it's amazing how my original one lasted 12 years. Well, since 2012 to 2020 is how long the original one lasted. The problem is these piece of crap aluminum or metal looking springs. The piece that's missing is the counterpin. Not even 50 miles on this damn thing, and it's already missing, you know, the counterpin. And normally, once the counterpin, this right here, disappears and pops out, it was there when I put it on there, and all of a sudden, it just disappeared. Then this spring pops out, comes out the hole, I would assume. So when I went to run my AC, the damn thing started squealing, the belt started jumping, so that's how I knew the belt wasn't keeping tension. And this is an AC Delco brand. That's all I use, and I've never in my life had to go through so many belt tensioners. You got the one bolt that holds it onto the engine block onto like a little V-shaped hook. This is the screw that holds it on to the engine block to keep it from popping out and moving. This is for your tension, to loosen and tighten tension. Now, it wouldn't have been a bad idea without the counterpin, but they came up with a better idea. So I would assume that somebody would have came out with a better design for this, but they seem not to last. So I got it from O'Reilly's for the AC Delco, and since they don't have any, and they want me to pay for pre-shipment as far as to order, I mean, they want to pay $15 for shipping, but it's still under warranty because they can't get it. Because the gates is the main thing. So AutoZone wants $131 for this when they don't even cost that much at O'Reilly's, even for AC Delco. And so I went to Amazon today, ordered. I'm tired of ordering. Ordered another AC Delco for like $40. So I called O'Reilly's about getting the refund, even though it's been replaced twice. They said they can't guarantee anything, but they should be able to replace it because it still has a limit to the warranty. So that's what I'm going to do to get my money back. And as you can tell, that's just grease or whatever, but it was shredding the other belt that was not even a month old. All the pulleys are brand new. I had a mechanic look at it, and they said everything was fine. That everything's in alignment, everything's good, but the belt tensioner is the problem. And I keep seeing videos online how the counterpin that goes here pops out or breaks. I don't know if it's due to just bending it too far or if it's just a recall thing or a common issue. Well, there's a little hook thing, as you can see, that slides into that hole and keeps the spring in place, including this, that mounts it down from popping out and basically fling the other place and lose your belt and tear up a bunch of other components. But I would try to reuse it, but the only sad thing about it is there's no way to even get that back in the hole. Unless you put a lot of freaking pressure on that, and that seems to be a lot of work for a complicated issue. But I do notice this seems to be a common problem. I'm also be sure the first one I had, this was stripped out. I guess the bearings or whatever might have been bad in it because it lasted. The second one lasted me about a day or two. Didn't have no miles on it when I put it on. It was already stripped out. So I ended up buying another one, getting a replacement, and the counterpin breaks. My original one, that counterpin didn't break, but the bearings inside here were bad. So that might have been why I might have been eating my belt. It probably was out of line due to that counterpin. I hope this issue helps. This is for the 2012 Chevy Cruze up to a 2015. Comment if you like.